Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Beaky, and I have returned for another deck build for you guys' entertainment. And today is gonna be back to basic deck build. Now, if you guys have heard me say that word before, it means something very simple. It's a very simple deck, and it's easy to build for many different players, and it's usually pretty effective at what it does. Now for today, we're going to have a live gameplay session. Nothing pre-recorded. We're going to jump in some matches and experience the deck as we go. So this is going to be one of the longer videos for a deck build, but I think it'll be fun to actually show you guys what the deck is about for the newer players out there. I know I still always try to address new players in these videos, even though the game's been out for so long time. But if in case somebody's new playing the game and want a deck that's has some of the newer content, the newer cards, and still want to, something that's fairly cheap, well, this is a deck for them. Now, first thing, before we go on with the rest of the deck build, we're first going to address you guys out there who went ahead and commented on my last video, and I was really appreciative of that. I was asking you guys what type of videos you guys want to see, and many of you guys say that, well, you enjoy my meme content. And one of the comments I really want to highlight right here is this one right here. He says the founder title, level 50, and he likes competitive decks, but memes are his favorite. And that's the thing for me. And some of you guys have said too, like, the thing about the meme decks is that they're really interested in there, something you can't always get to see, the unexpected. And that's what I love about memes and just random decks, because you can get good decks anywhere. Truthfully, like watching YouTubers, Justin Larson, me, streamers, we're not even your best place to get decks. Really, we're not. Like, just go to Legends S Deck, and a community of many players and Reddit will analyze those decks and tell you what's the most efficient deck to play currently to counter whatever is happening on the ladder for the majority of players. There are ways out there to get the best deck. And I think that's a good thing to have. And I really do like that. And that's why I'm always trying to just have a little bit more fun with my content with you guys out there. Try to incorporate you guys in the comments, throw you guys here on screen, have the Discord. I've always tried to play with you guys. Like, anybody could add me. Anybody could just send me a message and let me know that you can add me, and I will play matches with you guys. That's why I always try to be the community channel and add as many people as I possibly can to my friend list to have matches with you guys. And I really want to thank everybody who comments. Even when you got dislikes and, like, negative feedback, I always go ahead and mention those in my videos. And I mention, like, if that's not the type of content you guys want to see, that's perfectly fine with me. And like I said, I'm willing to do less content if you guys just wanted to have like, you more competitive and probably more stuff like I'm gonna hopefully show you guys today. And on my friend list, I just want to show you guys right now, if I don't add you and you're somebody who is a subscriber, I want to show you why. You guys really let me know. As you guys will see, I have a lot of pending friend requests, guys. I have so many friend requests pending. The game used to have a limit of 100 people as on your friend list. I don't know when it increased. It might have been when I was away. I have 176 friends, so I could add some of these players, but it'd be great if you leave a comment, message me on Twitter, message me on Discord. Just let me know you added me. That way I'll recognize your name, and when you guys want to have a match with me and I'm online, I'm usually receptive to the matches. I just want to actually mention something else. A lot of times when you guys send messages, and if you, like, log off real quick and then log back on, the messages just disappear. What I mentioned that for, a lot of times somebody will send me a message real quick. I'll go ahead to read the message, and if you guys log off real quick or something happens with your network, the message will disappear. Legends doesn't save it while you're offline. So just give a few seconds before you go offline for the person to read your message, before you disappear. But let's get into the deck build today and what the deck's all about, and I'll talk about the win ratio and what I've done with the deck so far. So, Spell Sword deck, let's see what it's all about. Many of you guys are gonna already know what it is, but we'll go into the info. 50 card decks. We have 50 cards that are willpower, 6 cards that's endurance, and those 6 endurance cards are actually just combo cards, like right here, Spell Sword Summoning, and we got ourselves our removal card right here. We do have no javelins. I actually don't run javelins in this deck, guys, but it's 18 actions, 3 supports, and 5 prophecies. All right, guys, so there we go. All right, let's get into it in the moment. So right over here, we have a card draw right here, new card. You make a creature have -2 and they lose cover. The -2 is actually more important when you want to combo it with something like execute. This card has saved me a lot, making a creature lose -2, executing them. Same thing goes ahead with illusionist. Bam, now you can execute a creature. It was either play illusionist or play Piercing Javelin. and I went with having more creatures on the field compared to playing Piercing Javelin. Might be a mistake, might not be. We're gonna play some ranked matches, see what happens. Over here, I wanted to play with, like, again, once again, it's not the best option, but I just can't stop myself from playing with cards I hardly ever play. And this was just one of those cards I haven't played that often, that I felt like if I'm going to be doing a new spell sword deck, I can't just do things I've done before. You guys have seen me do token spell swords, so I'm just like, let's throw a favor in there. It's a decent card with plot. I mean, the plot effect is to gain health for each creature in the lane, and on top of that, you're getting 2 creatures that you could boost up with 5th Legion Trainer, or you could gain more health right here with Profiteer, and of course with Divine Fervor. And what I actually like about this deck, truthfully, is that you don't need to always get Divine Fervor to make your win. I mean, you always have so many willpower cards that you have Resolute, Ally, power them, and just hit face. You're going to want to hit face pretty consistent throughout the thing, but you're going to have to still be smart about it like any other deck. Now let's talk about how I've performed with the deck so far. We're going to look at my win ratio, and I'm going to explain the losses, and they're not actually losses. This is something I talked about in my last video. So every single one of these matches I won. I've won every one. Let me explain. These 3 players right here and this player are new player. If you have titles like Forgotten Hero, or if I see you playing with like some of the new beginner cards or a beginner deck, you know, right when I'm about to win, I forfeit the match. It's how I am. I want new players to play this game. I've been playing this game since closed beta. I don't need soul gems, and I don't need gold. I just don't need any of them. I'm not trying to get a full premium deck. So if I see a new player playing the game, I remember that grind when we first started playing Legends. Legends is probably the most generous card game out there compared to Hearthstones and what's the Valve's one called? That lost like so much players, and people are upset about Artifact. I really wanted to play Artifact, but bro, I was not willing to spend the $30 and then have to buy the cards after the fact too. So unlike those games, Legends is very friendly with giving you packs and giving you coins, and you know, they have 2-hit drops a lot. But still, as the new player, I understand that maybe trying to get that first really nice deck and building up the coins and the gems. So I prefer to forfeit the matches. So yeah, guys, I actually won every single one of these matches. These were all casual matches though. And the ones that I've won, they were against, I think, new players. The only reason I can say I think, I can't be sure. They're using Forgotten Hero or the, you know, starting titles, and they're playing with very beginner-ish decks. I was like, these decks don't look like stuff that, you know, most experienced player were like, you know, on level up versions of cards. Obviously, if they're not leveled up versions, then yeah, they're new players. But anyways, let's move on from there. Let's take this into rank and just see what it could do. I am not high rank. I'm only ranked. Oh damn, I'm ranked 12. I haven't ranked up at all. It's the beginning of the month. Shit, it's a second. Well, we're starting from the top, guys. I forgot that it's the second. I don't have my rank for last month. And let's go see how it is. I'll save you guys time on looking for a match, and I'll just cut that stuff out. But besides cutting out the searching for a match, everything else will be recorded. Alright, we went ahead and found our first opponent. Let's see where this takes us. I'm not sure how many matches I'll do. 2, 3. We got a Forgotten Hero. Don't know if he's... Oh, it's a guess? Oh. Well, hopefully... I don't. Oh, I'll do the same thing. If I'm gonna win, I will forfeit. I definitely will just forfeit and give them the win. They're gonna be playing an aggro deck. That's the one. See, that's the thing with newer players. You can be very confident that their decks are gonna be, especially when they guess, they're probably gonna be just aggro-based 2-face decks, because they usually don't have the complexity of the cards currently to play a long, drawn-out match. So we could see like imps. We could see very 2-face cards out there. Alright, here we go. So we got some zero-cost cards out there. Okay.
Attack.
No. Okay. Oh, I was kind of nervous right there. I was like, no, please don't. Okay, we'll do this.
Training is over.
Hear and obey.
It's time to act.
Drawing a card with Priest right now is not going to be that advantage changes to me. We could get rid of this later on with Execute. Yes, they're playing aggressive as well. That guard could hurt me.
If we die together. Another raw attack.
I don't think it's going to hurt me enough for me to not do what I'm doing right now.
Death to the tribunal. I am a hunter. I am a redeemer. I am Cube.
Oh, to battle a creature. They only need 2.
I hear and
Do
obey.
that.
You can't defeat me.
So it would have been better off for me to get rid of this, but I'm gonna play where I'm gonna play. Let him go ahead, break the rune, give me a card, and then I'll go from there. Items. Let's see what items I get. Alright, so let me just explain, because I haven't done like a live commentary in so long that I forgot that I gotta keep talking. I'm just not playing myself. Okay, so my thinking here, why did I attack this? Yes, my opponent could break the rune, attack, and get me remove my 5th Legion trainer. My 5th Legion trainer definitely is a threat. Ooh, very good. Very, very good, actually, right there. I wonder if he's gonna attack 5th Legion trainer or just gonna go face. How aggro aggressive is my opponent?
End of the road, fires of Alduin.
How aggressive
We'll take a
are
few
you?
of them with us.
Speak, citizen.
Okay, too bad I can't make good use out of that, but either ways.
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us.
Ita Oriel.
I will save Morrowind.
I'll see you dead.
Acknowledged.
I wasn't dependent on the prophecy, but I would sure as hell take it. Tides have turned pretty quickly. I don't want to keep the drain. Like, I want my opponents to break my runes. I need cards. That was my thing. I wanted the rune to be broken. I wanted to play off the prophecy system. I wanted to see what I was going to get. It could have been possibly a prophecy, or it could have just been a card I could have used. And that's my whole thing. That's what I wanted to do, and it worked out. Alright, here perfectly. We'll transform him. So that worked out quite well. Oh no, please don't silence him. No, no, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, you. Oh, I did not want that to happen. Alright, nicely done, nicely done. Damn, man. Definitely not want that to happen. So we could do 6 cards right here. 3 cards. We'll start off with the most obvious one. Here.
Protect us.
Okay. Now we could do Profiteer.
Preparations have been made.
The Oriel does not waste time chatting with mortals.
I will save.
Normally,
Defeat me.
you want to attack before
I hear
you
and
play out
obey.
your cards, but I'm not going to break a rune. So we'll go from there. Gives me enough to get rid of both of these creatures, have removal in my hand, and have golden initiate in my hand as well. We'll go for a direct trade right here. And then we'll go from there. Oh man, I really wanted this to happen. I really wanted him to transform. Why did you have to sell us my card? No. It's all good though. And like, this is how I could tell newer players too. Newer players will click on your cards. They'll take a while, read what they do. They'll click on their cards, take a while. I know longtime players could do the same exact thing, but it's just not something you see a lot of. Like, you know, players been playing for a very long time do. Even when they run out the clocks, they're usually not scrolling through their cards, or they have their mouse over the card, because you can see what card your opponent can play. Like, yeah, I've seen
End of
somebody,
the road.
like, clearly,
Talos.
guys, clearly,
Protect
there's somebody
the
playing
Harbinger.
newer compared to somebody like me who's been playing the game for too damn long at this point. I say too damn long, but
You
not
won't
really
foil
long.
my plan.
So we're just gonna go face.
You can't defeat me. Acknowledged.
I will save Morrowind.
So we can win the match, but like I said, with newer players, I just forfeit. I
By
don't
the
care.
egg of fine battle.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Let's help him out. Let's give this new player some, you know, coins to buy some packs to make a better deck, so they don't have scuttlers or stuff like that. They're a guest player. They haven't even picked the name yet. I don't want to scare away somebody like this for the first time they're playing Legends against somebody who's been playing this game for ages. Am I dumb for doing that? I don't know. I don't know. Do anybody else does that? Does people give away free wins on the ladder just to help people out? It's just a game to me, so I don't take it that serious. So I just have some fun. So anyways, let's go ahead and find ourselves another match. And I guess that doesn't help the look of my win ratio. Like, you just keep giving away wins does not help. Just help it look nice. So I guess I can't really make a thumbnails where all of those are wins. Unless I make a thumbnail where it just has a red line through the losses. Then like, no, I actually won all these matches, guys. Believe me. The deck is decent. Just try it yourself. But just before we get into another match, I didn't talk about the cost for more beginner decks. I usually always forget to talk about the cost of the deck and like why do I consider it a beginner deck or a budget deck. It's more a budget deck than a beginner deck because more beginner decks are decks where you can play with a lot of unleveled cards. So let's talk about the cost here. There are no